That was a scene from the upcoming documentary, Freedom Summer, premiering on PBS June 24th. The person in that scene is Bob Moses, then just 29 years old, and leader of the 1964 Freedom Summer campaign. In the 50 years since, Moses has continued his civil rights work, and I am honored to welcome Bob Moses to the show. Also with us is Judith Brown-Dianis, co-director of the Advancement Project. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks. Yeah.
I want to ask you about models of leadership that move from the bottom up. The idea of king-based leadership, I think, is often how we think of what the civil rights movement is, the big speeches on the big stages.
Right.
Talk to me about what you learned in the context of organizing for Freedom Summer about bottom up.
Yeah. So really, the person who first demonstrated that was Ella. So Ella Baker, yeah. So what she did was provide a space for the student sit-in leaders, and she helped them become the people who owned their movement, right? So what was happening, remember there was the NAACP, SCLC, and CORE. So those organizations would have preferred a youth wing of an adult organization. But Ella really held off Wilkins, King, and Farmer, right, and insisted that the students had the right to make their own mistakes, so to speak.
And that's pretty formidable, the idea of Baker holding on. I mean, the names that you give there are folks who helped to change the country.
Right.
And yet the idea that she holds them off to develop a different model of leadership.
Right, exactly. It was really crucial. And we learned something about what it meant to be an organizer through that, namely that part of the work of organizing was that you create a space for leadership to emerge, a space for something to emerge that you are not going to be the leader of, right? So we took that idea into Mississippi. The big example of that, of course, is the Freedom Democratic Party and Fannie Lou Hamer.
Talk to me about when you say that you're going to create something that you will